All right, OHC fans, we're about to get going here in this consolation game. Your OHC 13-0 finished third in the Nexus division of this tournament, and that got us a spot in the consolation game. We're playing the fourth place team from another division. This team is the North Shore Warriors.
Correct.
And I have been told this was Connor Bedard's boyhood team, which is pretty cool. The boys were all geared up for that. It's our only game today. Win or lose, we're going to play at 10:30 or 10:45 a.m. tomorrow in a one-game consolation, and then everybody's going to figure out how to get home. So we're going to get started here. Smith's going to take the draw. You got Beto, and then back on defense, Guyette, and Ashley. North Shore wins the draw. They enter the zone. He pops right up. Definitely must be ready for physicality here in Canada. I think the boys have met the... What is the call there? Is that too many or ice? Or what is it?
Some sort of penalty here. North Shore Warriors.
All right, that's going to be a power play for OHC. I don't know what the penalty is. Did you see it, Matt?
It looked like charging, maybe?
Charging. Interesting. Well, I mean, these Canadian teams have been definitely trying to hit us early and get us off our game. It's been a clear tactic, particularly yesterday with a bigger, slower team. So I'm not surprised at an early penalty, but man, that was super quick. Smith over to Pope. The puck was bouncing and it comes out into the neutral zone. To Guyette. Here comes Smith. Smith gets it in the zone, drops it to Pope. Pope over to Guyette. Guyette fires it down low to Beto. Smith. Guyette. Everybody's in position now. Guyette. Smith. Smith's got some space. He takes it, shoots it right into the belly. Goalie makes the stop, and Johnston is exchanging international relations as he becomes friends with the North Shore players.
I think you got
there were some bad words on the ice that I'm not going to repeat for those of you in a family setting.
You got a bigger bump from the referee there than I think you did the North Shore player.
I don't know why I love Johnson so much, but he does, he shakes things up there, makes it spicy. Ryu and his line are on the ice for the power play. We got Hammer. He drops it back to Avsev. He's going to get it over to Gordon. The other forward is Mueller. We got about 1:07 left on this power play. There's 18 and a half in the game, so we're still just getting started. The OHC has struggled in the first periods of these games while Hammer took a big hit. Not able to really get set up right here. 44 seconds left on this penalty. Streaking Gordon. Gordon's got some space. He's going to fire it. Nice low shot. Oh my goodness. It bounced off the defender and Ryu, and it slid toward the goal, but the goaltender woke up and knocked it away. Great offensive bring by Donovan. Mueller. Ashley fires it, loose puck in front of the net. More international relations are occurring. I think we're going to get pen pals here, Matt. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. That puck was still loose and actually went into the net.
It was a loose puck. So if they don't go after that, they probably shouldn't be in the game. Our boys doing the right thing, but it's going to be chippy if you're anywhere near that massive crease. By the way, they're using an amateur hockey crease. If you notice it, it is a half circle, not a circle that's squared off. I looked this up with Mr. Armstrong yesterday and figured out what he meant. Pretty interesting. We have 12 seconds on the power play. Johnston to Pope. Pope in the neutral zone. Took a little baby hit, and that's going to almost kill it off. Smith gets in the zone, though. We're at even strength. Pope dumps it in, right by Matt and I, bottom left of your screen.
Just like the 3 previous games, this new team come out and really play the body that's quick that you're doing the game.
Yeah. We got 16 and a half minutes to go. Comes up to Frederick. Frederick looking for Fretz. Puck slides past the netminder behind the net. Frederick turns around. He's got some space. He fires it. Loose puck again. Fretz battling. Not able to get any of that. Fretz took a hit there in the neutral zone. Bounces right back up. OHC is going to do some changing, at least the D-men on the ice. So looks like we have Fretz, Mueller. Back on defense, you got Williams and Crawford. And Frederick's going to the bench, so we're mid-change here. Mueller brings it in the blue, past the blue line. Ryu is on the ice as well. Ryu turns and looks and gets it to Guyette, who fires it loose puck. Mueller had it right there, but not able to get the bouncing puck on net. I think it bounced over his blade, but this goaltender, Matt, has given up quite a few rebounds.
Yeah, some juicy ones right in front of the net for sure. Pretty good start for both teams, a little bit up and down.
As I said earlier, though, our first periods, we've really, the first game, I guess it was strong, but really 2 of our 3 games we've had first periods where we got beat pretty soundly, and then we won the second and played even in the third. So we need to start big here and win a first period. Let the confidence roll. Johnston down low with it. He's got Hammer and Ekstrom as his forwards. Hammer, backhand, loose puck in the middle. Johnston has it. He fires it, but stick on stick makes it go up into the net. So OHC is going to do a change here. You got Smith coming on, take the draw. Beto and Pope back on the blue line. You have Lauber and Avseev. I think that's Lauber, yes.
Some pretty good chances in front of the net so far.
They definitely had the offensive zone time. Nice play by Avseev. Good stick. Gets it up, looking for Beto to Smith. Back to Lauber. He reverses it to Avseev. Avseev off the ice. Over to Lauber. Lauber to Pope, and he looked to bump it to Smith, but didn't complete that. Quick shot.
It's a good save by OT there.
Yep, I should mention that OT's in the net. All right, Pope gets past the first man. They're going to call delayed offsides. He might have offsides himself there. I think he got past the man, but the puck kind of didn't come with him. I don't know if that was a misplay, probably, but the ice, I've heard a couple of tidbits here and there. The ice quality has been so-so. Have you heard that?
Especially on the other side, but yeah.
Ryu, Frederick Fretz. And then on defense, you got Williams and Crawford. Fretz right in front of us. Big hit by Fretz. He's moving around. He's getting up slow. He's all right. Sheesh, that was right in front of Matt and I, and Ian got right back up, just a little bit slow. He looked fine to me, Matt, but that was definitely a big hit.
Just taking a little lap over there. He's good.
Yeah. Sheesh. All right, you got Johnson. So we got a power play. That was a penalty, fortunately. So the power play here, Smith, Pope, Johnston. Pope has it. Back to Guyette. Guyette to Smith to Guyette. Pope. Guyette. Smith fires it. And that hit the North Shore player. And he actually fell on the puck. And it almost looked like the goalie froze it. But
yeah, that was an early whistle there. That wasn't even close.
That probably shouldn't have been a whistle there. Johnston going to the net, loose puck, and North Shore knocks it out, but Guyette stops it to Pope. Smith fires it, loose puck. Beto to Smith, and Guyette tries to keep it in the zone, but it bounces past it. We got 1:27 on this penalty, 13:22 in the game. Smith. He gets in the zone. Nice play by Tyler. Guyette. Guyette and Smith getting set up to Pope. Pope takes the space. Gets it into Johnston in the middle. Loose puck. Oh my goodness. The defender forced Pope to go into the middle. He took the space, made a perfect pass to Johnston, who had a great shot. Goalie made a great kick save. We got 40 seconds left on this penalty as most of the OHC players get a change. Tyler Smith up to Guyette, back to Smith. Now we got Ekstrom not able to get a hold of it. So, but we got it in the zone. That's for something. It's coming around the boards. Nice job by Avseev keeping it in, but North Shore is able to get it out of their own zone. I like the offensive zone presence that we have. We're definitely, this has got to be 75-25, if not 80-20. But we got to get a goal here, break it open. Nice pass by that was Hammer looking for extra. We're at even strength now. 11:45 to go. Gorolnik is on the ice with Ekstrom and Hammer. Those are your forwards. And back on defense, you got Avseev and Gordon. Mueller just came onto the ice and I think got a hit there. Gordon down low defending. Referee's got his arms up. That's going to be a penalty on OHC. So after two straight power plays with a couple of decent rebound chances, now we're on the kill.
Yeah, that almost could have been interference on North Shore there, but they're going to take Ryu, it looks like, to the penalty box.
Ryu to the box.
So exchanges of penalties here, and OHC's first penalty kill. We'll see how we do here. 11:05 left in the game, or first period.
We got Smith on the ice with Beto. Remember, there's no icing on offside or on the penalty kill here. Canadian rules. On defense, you have, looks like Williams and Guyette. Excuse me, Williams and Lauber. minute left on this penalty. North Shore has kind of been getting set up and not really doing anything terribly threatening on the power play, but they have gotten some setup. Nice job by Lauber getting it out of the box. We've got 46 seconds left on the penalty, so OHC is going to change on the penalty kill. You're going to have Ekstrom on the ice with Mueller. Back on defense, you have Guyette and Crawford. Going to be an offsides call. We got 25 seconds left on the penalty here. We're trying to kill this off. Mueller providing the initial pressure, and that's going to really muck up this exit.
Yeah, they're struggling to get out of their zone right now.
They really are. This feels like a game that we need to win comfortably, Matt. I don't say that to be cocky, but what I'm seeing so far, we should win this game. But you know that's the way to get it back. Is I think that was an inadvertent, unfortunate hooking. I think it's going to be on Crawford. I think his stick just got caught up with the guy. So that's definitely the way to keep this game close, is for OHC to have penalties. But we've been on the power play twice. I imagine we're going to get some more chances as well. But so that's going to be probably a 2-minute. Yeah, it's a 2-minute minor on Crawford. There's 8:50 to go in the first period. You got Smith and Beto as your forwards, and Gordon along with Lauber are your D-men. Here comes Beto on the kill here, so just, buy some time, maybe get a shot off. Smith coming in with the stick, knocks it away. He's going around the net. He's got Beto, but completely covered. All four players for North Shore were all over Beto, so Smith just did a good job buying about 15 seconds there, probably. North Shore gets it into the zone. And there the puck goes. We got 1:06 left on this penalty.
They're really clogging up the neutral zone and making it tough on North Shore to get anything going to get in their zone.
Hit there by Pope, who's on the ice. Guyette and Williams are your D-men. Pope and Fretz are your forwards. We got 48 seconds left on this penalty kill. Comes to the point. North Shore in the same similar structure as us. Shot on net, and that one was covered up by OT.
I think he saw that all the way. They did an angle.
Yep. So we got 35 seconds left on this kill. We need to get this killed. We need to get a goal. Try to finish this first period that I think we've controlled a lot of with something. Down low, Guyette with a pre-hit. He wins the battle by knocking the puck away. Guyette again. Lauber up the board to Pope.
He had Fretz streaking there, just couldn't get control of the puck.
Lauber gets it to Guyette. Guyette fires it out of the zone. Nice play. We are now at even strength. They're going to call icing, though. The penalty was over, so I wonder how that. There were some players trying to change. They're going to get turned around. So you have Frederick, Hammer, and Fretz as your forwards, at least on the ice at this minute. It looks like that's who it's going to be. Guyette is not able to change, and I think that's Lauber as the other defender. It is. So a couple players for OHC probably need a change, but with icing, Canadian rules, NHL rules, you are not allowed to change if you ice the puck. Guyette around the horn. Fretzy takes a hit there, but he hops right back up. And here comes Hammer. Hammer gets it to a streaking Frederick, but just ahead of him. Frederick's trying to figure out what to do with it. Down low, Hammer in the corner. Hammer shoots it, bouncing puck right to us. Gorolnik is the other forward on the ice. Back at D, you got Steinmetz and Gordon. Chips it in the neutral zone. Hammer has it. He buys time. We got 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this first period. We're still scoreless. That was, the player fell, but then he actually tripped Gorolnik there. Here comes Johnston. Wide angle shot off the net. The referee didn't blow it though. That hit the net, didn't it?
No, I think it stayed in.
Wow. Well, Johnston shot it, and he was on net with it. The goalie had a nice blocker save at his shoulder. Gordon shoots it, loose puck, just misses Ryu, who was streaking up. Back to Steinmetz. Steinmetz to Gordon. Gordon fires it again, loose puck behind the net. Johnston. Now Pope is on the ice. Pope passes to Steinmetz. Steinmetz flips it forward. Ryu is there. Ryu, nice skating. Throws it back to Steinmetz. Steinmetz taking his time, gets past the first man, shoots it, and right into the belly. Goalie's able to make the stop. Frees the puck. We were probably a little bit, yeah, we're going to get 5 new players there. OHC brings out Mueller, Ekstrom, Fretz, along with Avsev and Guyette. 4:45 to go in this first period. Guyette keeping it in the zone still. That stayed in. Fretz was able to keep it in, but he didn't have anywhere to go, so he brings it back. Nice play. Avsev has it. Avsev up to Mueller. Mueller chips it in. And that, here comes North Shore. That did not get in. North Shore looking to get set up. Shot. That was a kick save by OT. Here comes Guyette with speed. Guyette might take this the whole way. This has the look of it, doesn't it?
Yes,
he gets
it
past
does.
the man. He's going to have a shot. Guyette fires it low. 5-hole. The goalie closed it up. Nice take. Fretzy has it. He shoots it down into the corner.
Got a high stick. I don't know who it was on. Oh, you're going to wave it off.
I think the high stick was on Mueller. Fretz's shot was a little bit high. Avsev goes down low, and I guess that's going to be an icing. And the referee's sending some of the North Shore players back to the bench. I guess they can't change. So OHC is going to have an offensive zone face-off. Beto, Pope, Smith are your forwards. Crawford, Williams are your D-men. 3:33 to go in this first period. North Shore wins the draw. Those that are on the horn. Pope's going to be first one there. He reverses it. Good stick. Williams has it. He takes the space. He fires it low. That's a stick save by the goalie. Good low shot there. It was definitely going to generate a rebound. Neutral zone. We're at even strength hockey. It still feels like a lot of times it's been a power play though, Matt.
Yes, it does. Offensive pressure been in North Shore zone the whole time.
Back to Williams. Williams over to Crawford. Crawford with a hit in the corner. Williams in the corner of the puck. They're going to call that penalty on North Shore. Williams took a high hit against the board, I guess. The parents in that corner immediately raised their hand. It's a little bit opposite of me, but looked like a pretty clear call. We'll see if it's 2 or 4. We've had a lot of 4s this weekend, Matt.
Yes, we have. The amount of penalties in this game has kind of disrupted the flow. But we're going to be on our 3rd power play here.
So we're going to get a 2-minute minor. We'll be on the power play. Johnston, Smith, Pope, Guyette, and Beto. Tie up, loose puck. North Shore comes away with it off the skate of the North Shore players. They try to clear it. They do now.
Yeah, the boys need to take the opportunity when they get it. This is a good opportunity. The 3rd power play, let's connect and get on board.
The power play, this group has had good puck movement, but they just haven't been able. I think Tyler's goal, one of them was a power play. Tyler takes it. Smith behind the net. Be nice to get one, no doubt. Guyette drops it to Smith. Smith down low to Beto. Beto looking for Pope back door. Pope's able to get the puck back to Guyette, but it bounces over his stick, so they'll regroup. 119 on the power play, 152 in the period. Pope gets it in. Pope took a big hit there. Cross check, he doesn't like it. The puck was kind of frozen there. That's typically a spot that there's going to be contact. You got to be ready for it, but AJ didn't like that one. Here comes Guyette into the zone. They're going to call offsides. I think Ryu might have been a little bit ahead of him. So OHC is going to finish their change. 43 seconds to go on the power play. Power play 1 is just, they've moved the puck well. They're not doing anything, wrong. They've gotten some good shots. They haven't been able to really light the lamp in their structured power play yet this tournament. Avseev reverses it. So you have Ryu, who gets it up to Hammer. Hammer's knocked off the puck there. Gordon and Avseev are your D-men. Hammer, Ryu, Mueller. Avseev to Mueller. Mueller's got some space. He takes it, fires it just wide. Ryu goes around the horn to Gordon. 14 seconds in the power play, 49 in the period. Mueller. Quick shot! Another rebound. We are generating a lot of rebounds. I got to think if we keep doing this, we're going to get some good luck. Mueller. Power play is over. The 5th player is onto the ice for North Shore. OHC brought it out of the zone there. I'm not quite sure why. But either way, we are probably looking for a change. We're at even strength. We have 22 seconds left in the period. Crawford passes it to Lauber. Crawford has it. He's going to throw it into the neutral zone. We have 7 seconds left in this period, so that's going to probably do it. And that's the end of the first period. 0-0 is the score. Man, I'd like to see some on the scoreboard. Feels like we should have a couple there, Matt.
Yeah, sure does. Had plenty of opportunities on those power plays.
All right, we'll be back after an ice cut. started here for the second period. OHC is going to send out Smith, Pope, Beto, Guyette, and Avseed. Start of the second period. We really controlled that period, but got nothing to score for it, Matt. I think we need to get a quick goal and get what we are owed before this game gets tighter. Pope has it in the neutral zone, gets it back to Guyette. Avseed.
The first period felt like a little bit of whack-a-mole. There was a lot of hacking on the puck and not much passes being connected.
It's probably perpetuated by the stick companies.
Guyette with it back in our own zone. We're at even strength hockey. Avseed battling for it down low. He kicks it around the horn. Guyette's going to be there. Smith has it. With space, he hits Beto. He gets past the defender and see if he can get a shot. He's on his backhand. Oh my goodness. Both players slid into the boards very hard. That's some wet ice that had to have contributed to that play. Beto and the player for North Shore popped right up, but that wet ice had to have contributed some to that, right? I mean, that's really still wet.
They both lost an edge there, and it was high speed into the back of the boards.
Hammer, Johnston, Mueller are your forwards. Lauber and Gordon are your D-men. We're a minute into the second period. OHC controls it. Gordon puts it in the middle. Hammer's going to go into the corner and get it. Mueller fires it, but it was high. He got some heat on that one. Johnston absorbs the hit. That was a weird bounce. Mueller with it on the bottom of your screen, but we lose it. Hammer throws it around the horn. Johnston is there. He bumps it in the middle, but nobody was there. Lauber behind the net. Lauber around the horn. Hammer. Hammer up to Mueller. Mueller takes a hit. Yep, that's going to be a hit in the back. He didn't play the puck, I guess. So I don't know what's that.
Charging. That's the second time it's called charging. I don't know if they're charging.
Well, either way, OHC is going to take it. We're going to be on the power play. It's time for this power play to score.
The fourth power play of the day for OHC.
Smith's going to take the draw. He's flanked by Johnston and Paul back. Behind him is Beto Guyette. 2-minute power play for OHC. Pope gets it in the neutral zone over to Guyette. OHC's looking for an entry here. Pope into the middle to Smith with space. He gets the blue line. He reverses it. Johnston fires it. It had some heat, but it was high. Guyette. Smith. Guyette. Pope. Back to Guyette. Guyette shoots it. Another rebound, but it's knocked into the corner where Bedeau picks it up. Smith. Pope. Pope fires it. And that was a stick save by the goaltender. Johnston fighting in front of the net. Bedeau coming from the side angle. Johnston still having a fist fight in front of the net. Guyette. Smith. Pope. Pope, one timer! It's in Monday! What a pass! Good to see the power play finally connect. Guyette to Smith to Pope on the one-timer.
Johnson was battling for the net, created space there. He was really taking some shots.
That is a straight-up battle in front of the net. Johnston in a street fight in front of the net. He is built for it. I love it. But that 1-2-3 there, good to see that power play connect. Honestly, the look on AJP's face was honestly one of relief. It was relief. That power play needed to connect, and they did. 1-0's your score. We're at even strength hockey, and on the ice, you have Frederick, Ryu, and Ekstrom are your forwards. Back on defense, looks like Williams and Crawford. She had her hand up. I don't know why they didn't call icing there. Top of your screen there, we got, I guess, 16 and a half to go in the second period. Into the corner, no penalty, but Crawford with it. Nice pass up to, oh goodness, it's going to be icing, but he was definitely, they're not calling it icing. That was weird, why wasn't that icing? And it looked like, it looked like Ekstrom had beaten the defender, and the defender completely interfered with him. So they didn't call the icing. They didn't call the interference. I don't know what they were looking at, Matt.
Yeah, that was a weird play there. Goaltender wound up freezing the puck.
Gorolnik is at forward along with Hammer. Taking the draw, I believe, is Fretz. So Fretz took the draw there, and then back on D you got Lauber and Gordon. Fretz has it in neutral zone. That was a hit, but that was not as bad of a hit as it might have looked like. Fretz was ready for that one. He got it in the zone there. Bounces it back in. Fretz laying the guy out there. Nice hit by Ian. Hey, if you're going to take a couple, might as well dish some out. Gordon up the ice, looking for Lauber. Down into the corner, excuse me, it's Lauber now. Gorolnik has it in front of the North Shore bench. Here comes Gorolnik, he's got some space. He's got Fretz ahead of him. Gorolnik fires it right into the belly of the beast. And Fretz, that's just ridiculous. Fretz stopped right next to the goaltender, didn't ice him, and he took 3 hits. Just ridiculous.
They're very protective of their netminder, that is for sure. We've seen that in the first period.
Ian did not ice the goalie. He did not touch the goal. They're giving him offsetting. They're both going in. If that would have been a penalty just on Ian, I would have muted my mic and then said pleasant international relations things to the officials. Either way, we're at 5-on-5 here. You're going to have Smith, Beto, Pope back on D. You got Steinmetz and Guyette. Smith, quick shot off the draw. Uh-oh. Someone got within 10 feet of the goalie. There might be a fight. Okay, there's not going to be a fight. Oh, Lordy. Tyler's taking the draw again. That was a quick shot off the draw. I think Tyler and the kid are exchanging international relations.
Getting in the bird.
Yes. Right. It's going to come up to Brandon. Brandon chips it forward. Pope to Smith. Smith's got it at the point. Goes to the net. The goalie. I mean, Pope's not even near the crease, and the North Shore player gave him a preventative shove. Pope is also exchanging international relations with the North Shore player. Oh, Lord.
I think they're talking about the tariff.
I think they're talking about Taylor Swift's new album, Matt. What do you think? AJ listened to the whole thing. Steinmetz shoots it, but that's high.
That was a little whack on the back of Beto for skating right in front of the net.
I mean, like I said earlier, Matt, the crease is as big as the state of California, so I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do. We're going to have the same 5 on the ice for this draw, 14:42 to go in the second period. Comes to the board to Pope, Guyette. I think that got out of the zone, so they're going to do a neutral zone face-off.
There's a lot of chirping going on right now on the ice.
Yeah, there's a lot of sensitivity from this team. I mean, I get you can't touch goaltenders. I get you can't ice goaltenders, but I don't know. This seems a little extreme to me. Pope has it, does a toe drag, doesn't like it, comes into the corner, loses it, goes around the horn. Steinmetz on the blue line. He turns it. Nice play, but it gets out of the zone. Guyette's going to reverse it. Guyette dumps it in. Smith ought to be the first one there. Smith laying ahead. Number 6 for North Shore comes in to lay ahead on Smith, but the puck is stalled. Pope's able to take the puck. He loses it. He took a cross-check in the back while he was on the ground as well. This game is getting interesting, no doubt, but it's 1-0 OHC. It should be 1-0. It probably should be 2 or 3-0. But OHC needs to stay composed here and light up the scoreboard. Don't get drawn into this. That player tried to kill Badeau, but Badeau squeezed by him and was able to punch it forward. Johnston comes in with some body. Beto is on the ice. Ryu is in the middle. Back on D, you got Gordon and Bauer. Gordon throws it in. Onto the ice, you got Mueller into the middle. Johnston right in front of us. Johnston using his body. He gets to the middle. He fires it. Loose puck. Ryu just got destroyed into the net. I mean, they're not going to call a penalty. Ryu is standing next to the goaltender. They called the net off.
That player came in real high.
That player came in high, late, and not playing the puck. But like I said, I don't know the definition of a penalty, particularly when we're crossing borders and roles here. So I'm just going to stop. All right, deep breath. All right, Ryu taking the draw. Mueller and Johnston are your forwards.
Let's cross-check to the back on Ryu.
Yeah, this game is getting spicy. That's what these teams have. That's the scouting report on us, is that we're faster and a little smaller, try to hit us. I don't think this team is skilled enough, but if we keep it at 1-0, anything can happen. Gordon behind our net. Mueller. Johnston took that off the shin. He got out of the zone. Mueller has it. He enters the zone. Gets it to Johnston. Johnston with a little bit of space. Fired it, but the player for North Shore was able to block that shot. Comes to the point. Lauber not able to control the bouncing puck. Lauber gets it in deep. Never going to go broke by taking a profit. Getting it in deep. OHC changes. Extra onto the ice, as is Frederick and Mueller still. You got Lauber and FC back as defender. Frederick and Extra battling for it. Lauber, he fires it at the net. Loose puck. Goaltender's giving up a lot of rebounds. Sounds like it's going to be too many men on OHC. Yeah, I think that's what Clarkson is talking to the officials. You probably can't see on your screen, but he's having a meeting with the official, and I think there was an injured or limping player, and so they called too many men with a player that was clearly trying to get off the ice. But the penalty is up on the board. I don't know an official that takes one down after they put it up. So that's going to be a penalty kill, 2 minutes. Hammer goes into the box for OHC.
With zero offensive pressure by North Shore, so let's see what happens on this penalty kill here.
So Smith's taking the draw. Beto's the other forward. Looks like he got Guyette and is that Gordon?
I believe so, yes.
Guyette and Gordon are on D. 1:48 on the penalty, 11:30 to go in the second period. So we're about halfway through this game. Big hit in the corner. Guyette and the North Shore player both collapsed to the ground, but Guyette delivered the wood there. Legal play, no call. North Shore taking its time, getting set up. They get the zone. Beto separates the man from the puck. Minute and 11 to go on this penalty. Gordon behind the net, throws it around the horn. Nice play by Donovan to bring it all the way down to Matt and I. OHC is going to change. Onto the ice, you got Williams, Mueller, Lauber, and Fretz. Good skating and stick by Fretz there, providing the pressure. Another tip, that was a little bouncing puck down into the corner. Williams is there. Into the middle, Fretz with the interception. He's got a little bit of space. He lost it now, so he's just going to buy some time. He takes a hit, high hit in the back, loses an edge, but he's all right.
That's too many for them.
Wow.
6. And he played it.
Mueller brings it, and it hits off the back of Fretz's legs, but they still get it in the zone. So OHC is going to change. You got Smith and Pope onto the ice. You still got Williams and Lauber. Smith down here in front of us.
Shoot that.
Even strength. Goralnik fires it. Loose puck. Loose puck, and it bounces away. Goralnik was almost able to come in and fire it. Smith and Pope were all tied up. Nice stick by Guyette. We're at even strength hockey, 9 minutes to go in the second period. Basically halfway through this game. 1-0 for score. Comes up to Pope. Got a little bit of a 2-on-1. Pope dumps it. He goes around the net. He's got lots of space. He fires a quick one. That was weird how much space he had there, but the goalie was able to see it and stop it easily. So OHC is going to change.
One time he didn't get a rebound.
That's right. He has been a rebound machine. So Ryu is on the ice with Johnston and Frederick. Those are your forwards. Around the horn, Steinmetz is there at the point. He dumps it in. Took a high hit. It was glancing, but man, that North Shore player was coming in for a hurt. Ryu. Down low to Johnston. Johnston uses the body. Pass in the middle. Frederick was there. The pass had a little bit too much mustard on it, but it was a good-looking pass across the crease. Steinmetz goes back and get it. Guyette's the other defender. Here comes Frederick. Johnston fires it. Man, he got some heat on that one. It bounced right back over the top of the goal. Steinmetz shoots it down low. Johnston. Johnston's going to fire it. Rebound again. Johnston fighting for it. Back door to Ryu, and Ryu shoots it, and the kick saved by the goalie. Really nice. These North Shore players are playing for hits, baby. Coming to Steinmetz, he whiffs on it, but they're back. Steinmetz separates the man from the puck. Here comes Crawford. Everybody's on side. Crawford's going to fire it, and it's kicked into the corner. Ryu is there to get it.
That was a good shift.
Mueller and Beto are over the ice, along with Ryu. Quick shot there by Williams. Crawford's coming down to get it. Beto there. Ryu gonna fire it. Easy glove save for the tender. That player that passed Ryu had both of his arms up and skated right past the puck. There was not any puck playing going on there. But OHC better keep their head on a swivel here.
Jeff's going after the body here. We've had about zero offensive pressure on us.
Yeah, Fretz is going to take the draw. He's got Mueller and Hammer. Goals off the moorings. We're going to do a face-off here. It's probably going to be in the neutral zone.
No, it should be here.
Actually, I take that back. It's going to be offensive zone.
About 7:02.
Yeah, 7. We can't really see the scoreboard too well, but I think it's 7 minutes to go in the second period.
Good face-off win here by Fretz. Another big rebound.
Fret's going to go down low with it. Hammer, Mueller, and Fretz are your forwards. Looks like you have Williams and Crawford as your D-men. I mean, I don't understand, but that said, big boys, they're looking for high contact. That's what these players are doing for North Shore. Better be ready for it. Chips it forward. In the neutral zone, nice stick there by Mueller. Almost created something. Hammer coming in now. Goes behind the net. Crawford's going to get there first. He threw it up into the middle. North Shore's trying to get a shot off to no avail. So Fretz chipped it forward. Hammer lost an edge there. Afseev is under the ice, a defender. That was a decent chance for North Shore, one of their first in quite some time. Pope is on the ice with Beto. Here comes Smith. Smith to Beto, but it hits the defender's skate. Here comes North Shore. Nice hit in the corner. Guyette comes away with it. He's going to go to Beto. Beto's looking for somewhere to go in the middle. Bouncing puck gets into the neutral zone. Guyette has it. He gets it up to Smith. Smith into the middle. Smith to Pope. Pope gets it back toward Beto. And of course, North Shore just buries the player into the net, Beto. But nice pass from Pope to Beto, and the goalie was just all over it. He didn't really have anything to do but tip it. Big hit behind the net on Afseev, but he pops right back up. Afseev goes into the corner, gives a hit in return. North Shore off the side of the pads, and North Shore's able to keep it in the zone. Need to get one here, Matty.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Here comes Smith. Smith just shoots it on the net down in the corner as some changing is happening. Goralnik, Frederick, and Ryu are your forwards. On defense, you got Gordon and Lauber. Coming on the far side, Gordon does a good job shipping it back in. 3:55 to go in the second period. 1-0 your score, and that's going to go out of bounds. Almost hit the camera, the huddle camera. Coach Dion better be thanking his lucky stars. That puck almost hit the huddle.
That was the first real offensive pressure South Shore's had this quarter.
I know, I don't like it.
30 seconds.
I don't like it. Ryu and Frederick providing the pressure along with Goralnik. Those are your forwards.
Rolnick's not afraid to initiate contact.
No, he is not. Back on defense, you got Bauer. Ryu with a big hit. Yeah, these Canadian teams, when you hit them legally, they then typically hit you illegally. Out of anger is what it seems like this weekend to me. intercepted there. Hammer had a little bit of space. Hammer, Fretz, and Johnson were forwards. Hammer down low fighting for it. We got Gordon and Lauber back on defense, back behind the net. Johnston's going to go over there to get it. Johnston's going to lay the lumber, just misses. Lauber takes a hit, keeps on going. Nice play by Jacob. Up the board to Hammer. We got 2:20 to go in the second period, even strength hockey. Nice bump into the middle. Neutral zone. Johnston has it. He gets it in the neutral zone there, and he gets it back. He's got a little bit of space. See if he can get a shot off. He gets past the defender. Goes backhand! And he puts one in! Welcome back, A.J. Johnston! Nice backhand! Gets past the defender, uses the body, easily slides in front of the tender and goes backhand and caresses the puck into the back of the net. 2-0 is our score. I love it.
1:57 left in the second here. Great shot by AJ. Johnson, excuse me.
He exploded, got past the defender, and once his butt got in front of that defender, he was getting that shot off, beat the tender, the goaltender after that. Great play by A.J. Johnston, 2-0. We got about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Loose puck in front of the net. So on the ice, you got Beto, Mueller, and Steinmetz and Guyette, as well as Smith. Here comes Guyette, breakaway. He's just got the goaltender to beat, and he doesn't beat him. The goaltender does a kick save and knocked the puck away from Brandon. Great opportunity. Pretty nice save by the goaltender, though. But it's good to see that. I mean, he just Steinmetz was slashed on the side of the leg and taken down. No penalty called. I have a feeling I know what I've seen this story before. I know where this game's going to go the next 21 minutes and 4 seconds. And our players better keep their head on a swivel is all I'm going to say. OHC is completely outclassed North Shore today. And I think North Shore knows it. I imagine it's going to get a little physical. Let's hope it stays clean both ways here. 1 minute and 4 seconds to go, 2-0. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go in the second period. Ryu wins the draw. North Shore comes away with it. You got Ryu, Pope, and Goralnik. And then on defense, looks like Crawford and Williams. Here comes Goralnik. Another little breakaway here. Goralnik with a great move. Goaltender makes the save. Goralnik, I like these breakaway chances we've gotten. 3 in the past couple of minutes. The goaltender made a nice play. He got big and stopped that when he took the angle away. And there it goes. Right when Marshall just said, "Don't give up one now, boys." That was a absolutely back-breaking goal for North Shore against OHC. It's going to be probably back-breaking is a little strong, but this game was about to get out of hand potentially in our favor, and now I don't think it will, Matt.
Not at all. I think that was tipped.
It was tipped. No, it was definitely, it was tipped. It was a pretty weak shot, but it hit, I think, our defender in the shoulder and then ricocheted perfectly into the back of the net. No chance for OT to stop that one. And we got 15 seconds left in the period, so that's probably going to do it.
Boy,
AJ taking contact. Hammer and Johnston taking big hits there. Yeah.
Quite a bit of tussle there right in front of us. AJ with 4 South Shore players around him.
Hold on to your seats. This is going to be an interesting third period. North Shore just made it a game. It was about to be what I thought could end up being a blowout, but not anymore. We'll see you after this ice cut.
Referees are discussing what they might do here, if anything. So we'll see here in the third period in a few minutes.
right, start of the third period here for OHC. They're up 2-1. Had a great second period, scoring 2, but gave up one late.
Did put a penalty on the board there after that scoring after the second period.
Wow. That's going to put the power play on the ice for OHC. So you're going to have Smith, Pope, Beto, Johnston, Guyette. Pope has it in the zone. Gets it across to a streaking Beto, who almost got past the defender. It's down in the corner. This ice is very wet after the cut. I feel like players have been slipping. Beto trying to get something there. Smith in the middle. North Shore sends it out. So yeah, they ended up calling a penalty on North Shore. I got to give them credit for that. I was pretty fired up at the end of the period there. I thought that was a little too much. Pope enters the zone, and the player tries to hit Pope, but Pope decides to do the initiating first. Loose puck in front of the net. Goalie's able to cover it up. Pope and Johnston were both there. We got 1:11 left on the power play. It looks like OHC is going to keep the same 5 out there. Comes the Guyette at the point. Guyette to Pope. Pope to Smith. North Shore is able to clear the zone.
It's a good clear by number 88.
We got 49 seconds left on this penalty. Here comes Guyette up the center of the ice with speed. He drops it to Pope. They were a little bit out of sync there. Pope with good skating, reverses it, bumps into the middle. Smith has it. He gets the blue line, drops it to Beto, but North Shore's able to knock it away. 30 seconds left on this kill. A couple players changing.
I'd like to see him get set up and get a little bit of pressure on the 21 seconds left in the power.
Smith into the zone. He beats one, but not the second. Smith has it inside the blue line, gets it over to Gordon. Gordon fires in, and the goalie's able to punch it away, I think, with a stick. You got Mueller and Ryu on the ice. Gordon into the middle looking for Mueller. Mueller has it. We are now at even strength, and the goalie freezes it up. So even strength, you got Ryu, Mueller, and Hammer as your forwards. Back on defense, you have Afseed and Gordon. Everybody's doing a mass change here. 17:48. That was probably a good end of a period time there, Matt. It was getting a little hot. I think it was probably good to send everybody to the dressing room.
Down a little bit.
Gordon to Afseed down into the corner. Good job by Gordon stopping it, but North Shore comes away with it. OHC has been really tough on defense. OT has been strong in the net. North Shore has really not had a lot of offense, but it's only 2-1. Plenty of work left to do here today in this third period. It's probably going to be an icing call on OHC. For those of you that follow a couple out-of-town college football scores, Florida's beating Texas 29-14. Alabama is in a close one with Vanderbilt. UCLA is beating Penn State 40-28. Notre Dame is winning 28-7 over Boise State. Down low, Mueller has it. Mueller sends it up the boards. Hammer is able to deflect it forward. Nice play, nice stick. OHC is doing a change. Hammer's going to force the cover up by the goalie. So we're going to have Gordon and Williams, Frederick, Gorolnik, and Fratz. I don't know the diagnosis, but it sounds like Sebastian Ekstrom is injured. I don't know, Matt, if you know anything else.
A whole lot, but he's not on the
Okay. Let's hope he's all right. I saw his mother in the lobby, so I presume he's all right. Just they're going to hold him out this period. 16 and a half to go here in this third period. Back around the net, Williams is there. Williams throws it back around the horn. Crawford's going to go into the corner. OHC gets it out of the zone. Nice play there. Nice pass into the middle, looking for Fretz from Goralnik. Steinmetz comes into the play, shoots it towards the net. It's knocked away. The other defender on the ice is Guyette. Fretz, Frederick, Goralnik, but Goralnik changed off, and Johnston's now onto the ice, as is Pope. There's a bunch of changing going on right now. That's a big hit taken by Steinmetz, by a big fella. Pope knocks it away, but it comes down to the corner. He's got Smith in the middle. He sees him. He drops it to Johnston. Johnston shoots it 5-hole. Great shot. Goalie made an awesome save. That was on net, Matt.
Yeah, made a great save, and also gobbled that puck up.
Wow.
Good looking play there. That's numbers.
Here we go on the face-off. Smith, Johnston, Pope are your forwards. Guyette and Steinmetz are your D-man. Here comes North Shore. Not going to be an icing. It was tipped.
Needless to say, the next goal in this game is going to be a big one.
Yeah. That is definitely a true statement. Comes up to Pope. He's got Guyette in the middle. Pope sauces it forward, kind of looking for a play to Guyette, maybe a rebound, but really didn't get enough on it for anything to happen. So Fretz is going to come out and take the draw. We got Frederick and Beto. And then back on defense, you got Bauer and Gordon. 14:58 to go in this third period. Fretz turns the corner with it. Passes over to the side. Gordon has it, shoots it, and deflects off a North Shore player. Beto throws it in the middle. Fretz has it. Fretz shoots it just wide. Beto fires it, but goalie sees it and gloves it.
Yeah, didn't have anybody in front of the net there for the first screen or rebound.
Yeah, I think we had kind of regrouped. We had the nice play where Beto had it down in the corner, passed it to Fretz. Fretz got the shot off, and then we were kind of regrouping and didn't really have anybody in our spots. Ryu is going to take the draw. He's flanked by Hammer and Goralnik back on defense. You got Lauber and Gordon. Comes to Lauber at the point. Hammer into the corner. Lauber uses the body. He loses his footing. Not really a hit there, but Ryu comes away with it, throws it over the boards to Gordon. Gordon does the right move and gets it in. They're going to call Goralnik. That was that penalty was sponsored by Sharman. I don't quite understand that. Goralnik, they're going to call him for a hit in the back. That was pretty soft. I'm not a penalty expert, so I'm going to stop there. But
they're going to get that for hooking. I don't know about that though.
Yeah, that was right in front of us, Matt, and I'm not going to opine on penalties other than that one didn't look like one to me. That said, it's on the board, a 2-minute, I hope. If that's a 4-minute, then I'm completely going to just stop commentating on penalties. It's a 2-minute minor, 14 minutes to go in this game. OHC has a big kill right here. North Shore has been outplayed in this game completely, but they have their opportunity here, only 2-1. Quick shot, but a better save by OT.
Good opportunity there, but OT shut it down. needless to say, it's a big penalty coming in.
North Shore scores. We have a tie game. One team's out playing the other, but the scoreboard says no thank you. 2-2 is our score. Here with 13 minutes to go in the third. North Shore is surging. They have all the momentum. They don't have the shots. They don't have the zone time, but they got the tie on the scoreboard. I'm excited. I'm excited to see our boys try to respond here. I felt like in the first couple of games, maybe we were being outplayed, but we were staying close on the scoreboard. Now it's the other way around. We've outplayed this team, outclassed them, but it's 2-2. I want to see if we can step up here. Johnston into the zone, gets past one man, but not the next. Mueller, quick shot. That was close to the net, but just over it.
That was a slash there, no call.
Fretz is on the ice with Johnston. Quick shot there from Gordon. The other G-man is Robert. Mueller, Fretz, Johnston are your forwards. We got 13 minutes to go in this game. It's a tie game. And North Shore definitely has the momentum, and they are surging. Hard to believe this game is tied, but it is.
I'm not sure why that wasn't a goal. They made no attempt to play the puck there. It just took, looks like the AJ Johnston now. Icing here, so all 5 skaters remain on the ice.
Even strength hockey, 12:20 to go. It's probably going to be another icing call. It's not. Johnston got there, and he actually got his shot off, but the stick-on-stick knocked it high. Gordon's going to go back to retrieve it. What's the call?
I think that was another icing on them.
So you're going to have Pope, Smith, and Beto. On defense, you got to have Steve and Guyette. It's time to get something going here, boys. 2-2 is our score. Smith is going to take the draw. He wins it. Pope goes forward. Pope gets to the net.
He was definitely hooked there.
It looked like he was taken down there, but the referee skated in front of me. I'm not sure what happened. That said, we're at neutral zone. Guyette with speed. Enters the zone, gets into the middle. It bounces back to Smith. Smith's probably going to drop it to the point. Guyette has it, fires it. Goalie was able to get a stick on it. Avseev takes a big hit. And after the play, that's high!
There we go!
That is super high on the North Shore player, continuing what has been a trend.
That should be a 4-minute penalty.
That, I think, is going to be... Avseev took a massive hit right in front of us, and then another player came in after the hit and was hitting Eddie up high repeatedly after the play. I don't know exactly what prompted that, but fortunately the officials saw it. They're putting the player in the box. That's going to put OHC on the power play. It's time to wipe the ice with this team here and get a goal here, Matty.
Yeah, they need to get a goal and keep their head on the spin. They only get 2 minutes out of this.
It's only a 2-minute. Like I said, no more penalty commentary, but OHC's on the power play for 2 minutes, 11 minutes to go in the game. North Shore wins the draw, and they get a little bit of a breakaway, but Guyette cleans it right up. Goes around the horn. Pope has it. He loses it momentarily, then gets it back, gets it up to Johnston. It's going to go into the corner. Johnston's there, Beto in the middle, but Johnston doesn't like it. He holds it to get it set up. Johnston to Smith, but it bounces in the neutral zone. Guyette brings it back. 1:22 to go on this penalty, this power play for OHC. OHC power play connected once earlier. We need another one here. Smith enters the zone with speed. He gets past the defenders, but he doesn't like it, so he takes it around the horn. He gets it to Pope. Pope takes it, fires it, blocker save. Smith gets it up to Guyette. Guyette to Pope to Smith with space. Down low to Beto. Beto was looking for Johnston there. Good looking puck movement. Guyette to Smith. Guyette. Pope into the middle looking for Johnston, but it goes up off the net. Gotta love the passing there, but nothing to show for it. Coach is going to leave the power play unit on the ice. That's 48 seconds left on this power play. Need a goal here, Matty.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get maybe a little cushion.
Smith takes the draw. It's tied up. Pope comes in and gets it. And then him and Beto get tied up, and here comes North Shore. North Shore player is able to get a shot off, and there's a loose puck in front of the net. And the North Shore fans are cheering. This does not feel good, Matt. This is a game that we should be winning by a couple of goals, but it ain't that way on the scoreboard. 30 seconds left on the power play, 31 to be exact. How much time is left? The scoreboard is terrible.
It's like 9:48.
9:48 to go in the game. You can see all the numbers except the time. Ryu took the draw. Gordon is on the ice. Ryu, Mueller, and Hammer. And you got Gordon and Avseev as your D-men. We got 20 seconds left on this power play. Avseev has it at center ice. He gets it to Ryu. Ryu dumps it in. Nice stop by Gordon there, keeping it in the zone. Good pass by Hammer. Hammer to Ryu down low, but good passing. He was a little bit past the net. Big hit by Ryu, but he's okay. Quick shot. Hammer, a loose puck in front of the net, and it bounces off to the side. We're getting some action on this timber, but we just need one to go in the net here. We're at even strength hockey with 9 minutes to go. Fretz is providing the initial chase here. Hammer is also on the ice. Mueller is in the scrum, and North Shore comes away with it. Big hit by the North Shore player. Comes out of the zone in the neutral zone. Frederick, Fretz, and Mueller are the forwards. Williams and Crawford are your D-men. Into the middle, looking for Frederick. It's knocked away. Crawford with it, throws it back around the horn. Mueller's going to be there. Comes into the neutral zone. Mueller had it in the zone. He pulled it back out. Hits the official. Crawford bumps it forward. Frederick into the middle. Smith comes over the ice and shoots it 5-hole. And the goalie stops it. The domination of offensive zone time continues, but man, oh man, we cannot get it on the scoreboard.
A little bit of a bouncing puck there for Smith. So
That was a great play. Frederick to Smith, a good shot. The goalies has made some really good stops. Beto over to Lauber. Lauber shoots it and it hits Johnston in the back. Beto over to Gordon. Gordon shoots it, ricochets, and hits the goalie. Johnston finishes that check down low. Gordon throws it back down low. Smith over there first. Smith comes into the middle. He's got a little bit of space. He fires it. Ooh, that glances off the goalie's pads. Avsev throws it back around the horn. Bauer at the other point knocks it in. Beto coming into the corner over here, but here comes North Shore. We got 6:34 to go, and is it 8:34 or 6:34? I can't tell.
I think it's 6.
Unbelievable. North Shore player fell. They wanted a trip. It was extremely inadvertent if it was. Gordon goes back behind the net, throws it around the horn. Beto there. He drops it in the middle. I think that was Ryu. Ryu up to Johnston. Johnston, good skating, stops him, fires it just wide. Got some heat on that one. Gorolnik took a big hit, but he pops right back up.
It gets slashed.
It was definitely high, as all of these hits are. Gorolnik has it again, coming up the bottom of your screen. He gets it in the middle to Ryu. Ryu takes a hit, gives a hit. Hammer has it. He's got Gorolnik in the middle. He's looking. It's well defended, so he brings it back out. And here comes Guyette to retrieve the puck and keep it in the zone. He fires it. That's a save right into the corner in front of us. Gorolnik into the middle, but nobody was there. Hammer was circling back around to support him. Fret's now onto the ice. Mueller onto the ice as well. Comes back to Guyette. Guyette to Steinmetz. Steinmetz dumps it in. Fret's providing the initial pressure. Player mishandled it. Frederick is now onto the ice, as is Lauber and Gordon. Gordon has it. He chips it up to Mueller. Mueller gets past one guy. He's got some room. He shoots it. Good shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. We have 4:44 to go in this game. A game that OHC should be leading, but they are not. Frederick into the corner. Mueller has it with a little bit of space. He gets it to Lauber. Lauber fires it. It goes just past the netminder. Good job initially by Gordon keeping it in. Here comes Mueller. Mueller's got a little space, but not able to get past the two defenders. Comes up to Mueller at the point. Goes behind the net. Smith is there as OHC is mid-change. Smith's looking for what to do. Loses it. Pope comes onto the ice and not able to knock it. Looks like it could be an icing. It will. That's going to give OHC an offensive zone faceoff with 4:01 to go in the third. Smith takes the draw. He's got Pope and Beto, Avsev and Guyette. Guyette at the point, over to Pope. Pope looking in the middle for Beto, but it bounces away. Beto in the corner, looking for Pope or Guyette. Guyette fires it way high.
Let's go.
Beto into the middle. And here comes North Shore. There's 3:39 to go in the game. Into the corner, Guyette is battling. Pope and Smith are there. Comes in the middle to Beto. Beto chips it up to Guyette. Guyette goes deep into the corner, looking for something to do. Passes it in the middle. Avsev has it and fires it into the corner again. Pope is there. Pope's getting it to Guyette. Guyette back to Pope. To Avsev. With Guyette. Guyette fires it. Bouncing puck. Comes right back. Pope is there, but not able to backhand it from that angle. Into the middle. Pope has it. Pope shoots it low. Kick save. Johnston there. Pope goes to change. Johnston nice pass to Gordon. Gordon fires it. Blocked shot by North Shore. North Shore player blocked that shot and then late a hit. There's 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go in this game. And it's a tie game. What's that?
Big collision in the corner.
We're fastly approaching 2 minutes to go here. Tie game. Behind the net, you don't like that. Nice little shoving match. The referees are going to blow the whistle. They're going to put us on the power play. Wow, I'll take it. Looks like we're going to use our timeout. No, we're just subbing. So Johnston, Smith, Beto, Guyette, and Pope come onto the ice. Power play's connected once today. Really need one here, Matt.
Yeah, we're going to spend pretty much the majority of the rest of the period on the power play within 5 seconds. So let's see what happens here.
There's 2:05 to go in the game. 2 minutes of that will be a power play for OHC, so this is a pretty golden opportunity here. They definitely, the shots are insanely favoring OHC, but the scoreboard is not. Be a nice send-off into a team dinner here if they can get a goal.
The discussion on the bench over here with the referees about what happened. Allowing both teams to get a little bit of breather here for the last 2:05. They just kicked somebody off the bench.
What are you saying?
It looks like they just kicked someone out of the bench for the Warriors, possibly the coach.
Do we know the overtime rules in this tournament?
That's just going to be 3 on 3, would be my guess.
Well, let's hope we don't get there.
The Warriors bench is pretty upset. See if this comes to another penalty. They may get another one.
All right, 2 minutes and 5 seconds in the period left in the game. 2-minute power play. North Shore is able to come away with it and brings it into the zone.
That player had Tyler hooked and he couldn't get his stick on the puck. Right in front of the ref.
Beto to Johnston, Pope to Johnston, but they knock it forward. 1:37 to go in the power play, 1:40 in the game. The game clock is exactly 4 seconds behind the power play clock, so effectively they're going to end this game on a power play. Smith with speed, gets past one, gets past two, but a nice stick by the D-man. Smith's able to still come away with it. Trying to figure something out to do with it, and North Shore knocks her away. North Shore, the fans and their bench are surging in terms of energy. I guess they feel wronged by whatever call was made, and they have certainly been outshot and outzoned, but the score is tied, and a great opportunity for North Shore to win a stealing game. Really, Guyette back behind the net, trying to get OHC set up. Pope has it, and he gets it to the point to Smith. OHC settles it to Pope. Pope looking across for Johnston, and it bounces into the corner. Beto up to Guyette. Guyette over to Pope. To Smith. Great pass. Smith down low. Tic-tac-toe is not completed. That was Pope to Smith. Beto bumped it into the middle to Johnston, and I don't know if somebody got his stick or it bounced over or both, but the shot did not go. That was great puck movement. 21 seconds to go on the power play. Smith enters the zone. Into the middle! Quick shot by Beto, and of course it doesn't go in. And of course North Shore ices it, so there's 6 seconds to go in this power play, 4 seconds. We're gonna go to overtime. It's a shame this game went to overtime, but here's where we are.
Considering what there by Soren, almost had it. So we'll see what we do here. This is a consolation game, so this does predict seeding for the next date.
So we are definitely not going to do an ice cut. We're going to play some overtime here. We're not exactly sure what the overtime is going to look like, but you know, I think OHC has played in a couple games this tournament. At least the first game where the score was closer than maybe the play would have dictated, but the opposite has been true here today, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely.
That said, we've got to find a way to make something happen here. I would guess it's 3-on-3 for a couple minutes and then a shootout, just like we had in the game a few weeks ago at South Suburban.
Yeah, I'm not sure the referees know what they're supposed to do because there was quite a discussion going on and there was no time up on the board yet. I don't even see a scorekeeper in the current moment either.
Wow, where did the scorekeeper go? I assume they're going to need someone to do the scoreboard. Unless they're just calling it a tie, but it doesn't look like they're calling it a tie. The players are on the bench.
Yeah, I don't think you can end in a tie when you're seeding at stake for tomorrow.
Well, OHC has a great opportunity to get a win here, launch themselves into the last day and the rest of the season, last day of this tournament and the rest of the season. Certainly feels like we should be winning, but we got to forget all that and take advantage of this opportunity to get a goal and propel ourselves into tomorrow and the rest of the season. This is a positive thing.
Looks like we got a couple folks headed over to the score box now, so we'll see what happens.
Looks like they're putting 5 minutes on the clock, Matt. Looks like we have 3 players on the ice. It's Smith. It's 4 players on the ice. So it's Smith and Pope, Guyette, and Avseev are your 4 OHC players. It is 4-on-4. It is 5 minutes of overtime. It is sudden death. Let's go, OHC. Tyler wins the draw. Pope gets it back to Guyette. Back to Pope, who chips it forward. Gets it into the zone. And here comes North Shore. Are they gonna
Set it back up on the own net here?
I think North Shore wants penalties, if I had to guess as well, but maybe that's not the case. Pope gets it, back to Avseev, back to Pope, into the middle, looking for Smith, but it goes through him. Avseev up to Guyette, chips it forward. They're definitely, this Canadian team is playing this NHL style overtime where when you get the puck, you do everything possible to keep it for long periods of time. OHC is going to need to take a page out of that book. Here comes North Shore into the zone with speed. Knocks it into the corner. Smith is there. A couple players fall down. It comes up to Pope, who's got a little bit of space. He's got Avseev in the middle, but the OHC is going to change. So Pope is kind of looking for something to do. He throws it, and it backhands player's stick and actually went right across the crease. OHC changes, so now you have Johnston, Beto are your forwards, and it looks like Bauer and Gordon are your D-men. North Shore comes away with it. 3 minutes to go in this overtime. North Shore definitely taking their time.
Being very patient. Neither team's really got it through the neutral zone yet.
North Shore, my guy makes a move there, but gets knocked over the corner. Bauer to Johnston. Let's see if Johnston can make something happen. He gets in the middle, he gets past one. Yeah, almost by him, but not quite.
Someone's got to go to the puck, guys.
We got 2:30 to go in this overtime. Johnston with the stick knocks it away. Nice play by AJ. He drops it to Bauer. Bauer takes it down low. Bauer reverses it, comes into towards the crease. Nice play, allowing for a change. You got Mueller and Smith on the ice along with Gordon. There's 2 minutes to go in this overtime. Nice stick by Mueller. Down low. Here's Smith to Mueller. Quick shot. Stick saved by the goalie. Goalie's a good player. Gordon. Gordon being patient with it. Throws it to Smith. Almost kind of like a power play here. Smith doesn't like it, so he reverses it. We have 1:36 to go in the overtime in the game. Lauber shoots it. Soft shot. The goalie gloves it. OHC's going to change.
So we got 1:30 left in the game here. It almost feels like they're feeling each other out 4-on-4 and not doing a whole lot, either teams.
Yep, you got Ryu and Pope as your forwards back on D. You got Avseed and Guyette. Guyette gets it at the point. 1:28 to go. Pope has it. Guyette. He pulls it back out. Pope in the neutral zone. Avseed. Pope across to Ryu. Nice pass. Ryu over to Guyette. We're kind of going backwards here, but we're being patient. Ryu has it with a little bit of speed. Over to Guyette. Guyette's looking to shoot it. He pulls it back, gets it over to Avseed. Avseed shoots it, but it's blocked by the North Shore player, and here comes the North Shore. Pass in the middle, dangerous spot. That was a quick shot, but unfortunately it did not go in. Here comes OHC, but North Shore has it. They're going to take it back. 30 seconds to go on this power play. OHC is changing. You got Smith and Gordon coming onto the ice. Quick shot, and it bounces up over, and it's into the net. OHC loses. We'll see you tomorrow.